Hello and welcome to my 20th water review for YouTube. We made it to 20. Today is Friday, June 15th of 2018, and this week we'll be doing our second place on my viewer's choice poll that I did last week. And second place goes to Karma K2O, an American company. Karma K2O, they did not add potassium somehow, replacing the hydrogen that's in water. But the K in Karma K2O stands for karma. What is karma? Karma is a Sanskrit word for work or deed. And it's this idea that your actions today will affect your future. So how they managed to add that to their water, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out later on. Going to the company website to learn about their history and whatnot, I didn't find a whole lot. They're one of these health and wellness waters, and so they have a lot of very ridiculous claims, if I may say. Stuff like, this water detoxifies you and enhances your immune system, and it hydrates you incredibly. It has minerals which help boost your metabolism and lower acidity. All of these claims are true, but they also apply to every other water on the market. All other waters hydrate you. All other waters detoxify your body. All other waters lower your acidity, unless of course you're drinking acid, I guess, mixed with water. All of these things water already does. So the fact that Karma thinks they're special somehow, their water is not any more special than any other water. And they have all these strange doctor approved and random studies and whatnot. It's a bit misleading, but the people who buy this are, really pretend to have these ideas about health, and usually they don't know anything about health. Another thing I did not see on their website was anything to do with environment or humanitarian initiatives, or really a whole lot about anything about their history or how they were started. Now, it might just be because they're a new company, but there just wasn't a whole lot about any of those things on their website, which was disappointing. What isn't disappointing so much is the bottle. Karma K2O has a very nice bottle. It is square with some slightly rounded edges, but it does fit in your cup holder because of how narrow it is. Also, the materials of both the bottle and the cap are very high quality. This is actually like one of the largest caps I've ever seen on a bottle. It's like the size of a Gatorade cap. Also, the label is quite nice. It's fully covers the whole thing, seamless. There's a small kind of ripple on the top and bottom, but overall, pretty good. One strange thing is, if you listen, it's a little crinkly, which I found with another water that I'll be reviewing a few weeks from now, but I think it has to do with the label rubbing against the bottle plastic, because they decided to not completely glue the label on, they just kind of vacuum sealed it, and so it's a bit crunchy. As for the design, the front and the one side are pretty good, just simple, clean designs with a water droplet. Also, they mentioned that it has a pH of 8+. And then on this side, they have some more ridiculous unnecessary health claims and more ridiculous unnecessary health claims on the back as well. Like, for example, they mentioned that it is vegan, gluten-free, and lactose-free. I don't know why water would contain gluten or lactose or animal products, but they decided to mention that. What I do like to see, however, is the nutrition facts and combo mineral table. They've included it all in one, which was a nice addition and kind of an interesting way of doing it. So, moving on to taste and smelling notes. This water has a ton of added minerals. It's got sodium, phosphorus, potassium, chloride, which is unfortunate. It has a small amount of chromium, which I've never seen added to a water before. That's kind of cool. And other interesting minerals. Magnesium. You can really smell the sodium and also a little bit of the chlorine as well. Can't get the chromium. I don't know what chromium smells like, but I'm not picking up on any chromium notes. It is a softer water. You definitely get the chloride, which is unfortunate, and it is a slightly bit salty. It is soft. It also has kind of a sweetness to the taste and the sweetness to the smell. I don't know if that's just the Karma coming out, maybe. But yeah, soft, a little bit of metallicness, which I am a fan of. But yeah, it's okay. All right, well, final scores. As for company interestingness and history, there was some strange... The website was all right. It had, some information about the water, which was nice. Talked about some of the stuff that they've added to it, and they have some claims about the water. I mean, they're all true. It's just kind of unnecessary. But what I really was missing from the website was the environmental initiatives, the humanitarian initiatives, and really anything about the company and how it was started. Otherwise, website was easy to navigate. They have a buy option. They also have other flavored waters with more strange things in them. Like they have these kind of almost energy drink type things, not with caffeine necessarily, but with other strange things in it. And yeah, just the website was okay. So for company history and interestingness, they get 1.25 out of 2.5 points. As for bottle design and materials, they did pretty well. The bottle and the cap are made out of very nice plastics. The label is fairly good overall, and the design of the label is very nice as well. The unnecessary health claims are a bit ridiculous, but as for the mineral table and nutrition facts, that was very nice to see. So it gets 2 out of 2.5 points for bottle design and materials. It loses points because it's a little crunchy, which is annoying, especially when you're trying to drink it. If you squeeze it at all, it makes this noise. And just, yeah, it's a bit cluttered. It would have been nice to see a much cleaner design. As for taste, it's all right. It's not terribly bad in any way, but it's also not great. Like, the smelling notes, the chloride smell is a little bit off-putting, and the saltiness is a little bit off-putting, but it's not awful. The taste, again, saltiness, not that great. Chloride, not that great. A little bit of metallicness, and the mouthfeel is okay. So, in terms of taste, 2.5 out of 4 points, I thought that was pretty fair. Now, as for value, this is where I struggle again with Karma. This oddly sized 735ml bottle costs $3. And for the quality you're getting, I can understand. The bottle design is very high quality, but as for the actual taste of the water, I just don't see it being worth that. And even for the bottle design, you can get similar great bottles like that Ice Age water I did last week. It was very nice, and it was only $2 instead of $3. And for the taste, I just don't think it's that great. You can do much better with cheaper waters. So in terms of value, I can only give it 1/4 of a point out of 1 point for this section. So in terms of final score, it gets a 6 out of 10. Not bad. It's at the bottom, closer to the bottom of our score sheet. Not quite at the bottom, but near the bottom, between our 2 boxed waters that we reviewed. So it's just slightly above. It's tied with boxed water is better water, and just below flow water. And honestly, comparing to those waters, I would agree. It's probably around there. I prefer the boxiness of this to the boxiness of those waters, but yeah, in terms of overall just score, I would completely agree. So it's hard to recommend this one. I'd definitely go with other ones, but this one was okay. So anyways, I will see you next week for third place of our viewers' choice waters. Next week should be an interesting one. It might be another cucumber water, we'll see. But overall, thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe, comment any waters I should review in the coming weeks. I have quite the collection of waters, so it'll be a few weeks before I get to your recommendations, but please keep them coming and like and share with your friends. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week. Thank you.